this video, I'm going to show you how to use and configure Superwall, which is a way to show paywalls in your Android application. We are going to see how you can show paywalls in your Android applications, and you can do the same for Flutter, for iOS apps, and I'll point you to the relevant links to the documentation. But let's get started and understand how to configure Superwall, what problem it tries to solve, and hands-on demo using Kotlin. So let's move on to a computer screen and let's get started. So I'm going to start by navigating to the Superwall homepage, and we are going to create a Kotlin application in Android Studio, and then we'll see how we can integrate this Superwall. But before that, let's understand what is the problem it's trying to solve. You can actually build paywalls and test them without shipping updates. Now this without shipping updates is very important, because in most of the cases when you have an app and you want to implement a paywall, you will have to ship update to your app, and you will have your customers to update your app if you want them to see the changes to the paywall. But here you can integrate Superwall and you can change your paywall and edit your paywall. You can even use JavaScript and change color schemes without shipping updates. We'll see how. So let's start by signing up to Superwall. I'll simply put my first name and last name, and I'll simply use an email address, and I'll use a password, and then it's asking me what is the name of your app. I'll say Super App. Super App is an Android application, so we'll say Super App is an Android app, and I'll type in the company name and it's for Android, and we'll use Kotlin. So let's hit create. And after I hit create, you can see that I am directed to a quick start guide. So this quick start guide is first asking me to install the SDK. I'll install the SDK while Gradle, and in the meantime, I'll fire Android Studio. Now, once you fire Android Studio, your existing project will open. But here, what I'll do is I'll simply close the project and create a new project. So let's hit new project and empty activity. Then I'll click next, and I'll select Groovy DSL, because I want my build.gradle files instead of the groovy build.gradle.kts files. So I'll simply name my app Super App, and let's make it 26 and hit finish. And yeah, it's creating a new Android application. So I'll give it its time, and in the meantime, I'll go back to the Superwall docs and I'll select Android Gradle. Now for build.gradle, I just have to copy this and I have to paste it in my app. You can also use this one if you are using build.gradle.kts file, but since I'm using build.gradle, I'm going to go for this. So let's come back and let's open the build.gradle file. I'll come back to Gradle scripts, build.gradle file for the module app, and I'll put this as a last implementation. Let's see what else we need to do. Let's sync now. Let's run the Gradle sync, which is going to take some time. And yeah, in some cases, it can even take up to 5 minutes if you have a slow PC. But I am having a decent enough PC, so I can call it a decent enough PC actually. There was a time I used to call it a very super fast PC, but thanks to the evolution of chips and everything, this is just a decent enough PC. So anyways, let's get back to business and let's copy these two permissions, and I'll paste these permissions to Android manifest. So Android manifest is a file where I'll have to explicitly tell my app that, hey, these are the two permissions that I need this app to use on the phone it is running. Okay, so let's paste these and let's get back. The next thing that I have to do is simply paste these permissions. I've done that. Then I'll have to copy and paste this activity so that our Android app can actually invoke this activity and show paywalls. So let's copy this and let's paste it in the activities section. So this is one activity, and I'll add these activities. So these are the activities that Superwall needs to show screens in your Android application after it is configured. Okay, so awesome. Now let's come back to the quick start guide and let's go to the next step. Configure the Android SDK. The next part is to configure the Android SDK. So what we need to do is select Kotlin, and we'll have to configure this by punching our API key here. And I'll tell you in a while where you are going to get the API key. So let's Let's move to main activity.kt. And after this line, super.onCreate, I'll paste superwall.configure and I'll get my API key from here. So all you need to do is come to your settings, then keys, copy the key, and then you can paste this key. So let's paste this key here and let's hit Alt Enter so that we can import Superwall, and you'll see that we are able to import Superwall because we have it as a dependency in our build.gradle. This is very important. If you don't have this dependency and if you haven't built your app with this dependency, you are going to get into trouble. Anyways, let's get back to business and let's get back to the quick start guide. We are done with this step. Let's move on to the next step. So I'll navigate to the quick start guide again, hit next. I have configured the Android SDK. Let's see how we can present a paywall. So in order to present a paywall, we'll have to simply invoke this. So we'll say superwall.shared.register and we'll name an event, and whenever user is paid or subscribed to a paid only feature, this should happen. Now this can be invoking an activity, this can be navigating the user to some other activity, this can be downloading a file from some secured source, etc. So let's copy this and let's paste it here. So I'll simply paste it here and let's add a button here. I'll change this UI which is created using Compose and I'll get a button here which upon clicking will show the paywall. Okay, so let's get a button here. But before I add this button, let's run this app. Let's see this app is running. We have this app up and running. We are not facing any errors. This is really very important. If you don't have an AVD created, I will say create an AVD because it's an important step. So let's wait for this to finish. And once this device is up and running, I'll be back. It takes some time. And since I'm recording, okay, so the device is coming online, but since I'm running Android Studio, then I'm running this AVD and then I'm running my recorder, it takes up some resources on this computer, and yes, it will take some time. So if it is taking time for you, go ahead, grab some coffee, and yeah, it will take some time. I'll be back once this is finished. So guys, as you can see that this AVD is running and we can see Hello Android displayed on the screen. Let's add the button. So inside this button, all I'm doing is let me show you the code, and then we are going to run it and see how paywalls can be shown. So this is a button, and let me import button, and we will import composable button. And as for toast, we are going to import Android toast, and then we are going to import Android log, and this is a register method which is in the Superwall SDK. So we are simply saying that whenever this button is clicked, you show this text as a toast, which is showing paywall now. So showing paywall now will be displayed whenever I hit the button. And then we are invoking superwall.instance.register, and we are saying that invoke the event start workout. And whenever this event is invoked, user will be shown a paywall. And whenever a paywall is shown to the user, once he pays and once he subscribes to the paid feature, he'll be shown and this code will be executed, which in this case is a very simple log message, and I'm saying the user has paid. So this is a very simple log message. The button has a text called filled. So let's run this application and let's see if we can show the paywall or not. Now let me give you a heads up. Let it run first. The moment I click filled, the paywall is not shown, but simply toast with this text has been shown. And I'll tell you what the problem here is. This particular AVD doesn't have Play Store, so you'll have to make sure that your Android virtual device has a Play Store up and working, and you should sign in with your Google account. And let me show you this app in action using my actual device. So I'll run this app on my actual device and I'll show it to you. So let me invoke this app and I'll show you how paywall will be shown. But before that, we'll have to configure this paywall, and we'll have to come back here and we'll click next we have installed the SDK, we have configured the SDK, we'll present the paywall, and once we present the paywall, this will get checked automatically. And the next step is configuring your products. Now if you want to add products, you'll have to do it using Play Console, and these are the exact steps for adding your products or services which you want to offer to your customers. You can even offer products and services through Revenue Cat, but let's come back here and let's add a paywall. So let's come back to campaigns, and there is one campaign which is called example campaign, and this example campaign has an event. Let me delete this event, and we are going to create a new event here, and we are going to say whenever the start workout event is triggered, show a paywall. As simple as that. So let's show the paywall, and this is a sample paywall which we are going to show to 100% of the users. Now you can show some paywalls to some users, and you can create as many paywalls as you want. You can have 3 to 4 paywalls, and you can test those paywalls, and you can see which paywalls are converting well. So all this you can do using Superwall dashboard. You don't have to ship any updates. This is very important here, and this is one of the reasons people use Superwall, and people should use Superwall, because you don't have to ship updates to your app, and shipping updates to your app is very risky. You might end up breaking something. You might end up losing customers in case they are not able to update the app. Now let's see how we can edit this paywall. So we'll simply click this paywall and we'll click on edit paywall, and as you can see that this particular interface opens. Now this is a very important interface, and now you can click on all these components that form this paywall. You can even scroll down and you can change all this text, and you can configure it to show your paywall. So let's say welcome to Sigma course, and let's show these as a best course ever purchase course. So let me click here and I'll say purchase course. We can change this, and we can also change the trigger. So whenever somebody taps this, we are going to say that whenever somebody taps this, they should be able to purchase primary. Okay, and let's create a new product. So I'll say Sigma course. Let us say I have a course, and then the name of that course is Sigma course, and I'll say plan ID is Sigma, and automatically pick offer. Trial is for 3 days, free trial, and then you have to pay 49 cents for say 6 months. Let's increase it. Let's say 14.49 for a year, and let's hit save. And yes, now you can change the interface and you can match it to your Android apps interface. This is really very easy and convenient if you want to show paywalls. So this is the paywall, and you can even add further products, and you can use JavaScript here, you can use custom CSS here, and you can change the way your paywall looks. Okay, so let's now test this paywall in our actual phone. Let's hit save, and I'm hitting save. It's updating the paywall. It sometimes takes some time to update the paywall, but let's wait for it. So this is a physical Android device, and I'm connecting it using a USB cable, and I'll go and run the app, and you'll have to make sure that USB debugging is enabled, because if USB debugging is not enabled, you'll be in trouble. So it is asking me to enable USB debugging. Should I allow it? Yes, I'll have to allow it if I want my app to work properly. So let's now go and run the app from Kotlin. So I'll simply run this app, and it has detected the device, and let's see if the app runs properly or not. So yeah, I'm waiting for the app to run, and yeah, it is running. So now let's tap this field, and it is saying showing paywall, and it should show the paywall that we have customized, which means that it should show Sigma course, and you can see that this paywall is presented, and we can configure all these buttons, and I can always customize this paywall to change without shipping updates to the app. So I don't have to rebuild the app. I don't have to do all the hard work. All I need to do is go to the Superwall dashboard and change everything from there, and my paywall will be updated. How cool is that? So as you saw that we are able to show paywalls to the customers, and we can even see which of the paywalls are converting. So the basic idea of Superwall is very simple. You can show your paywalls, you can customize your paywalls without actually shipping updates, all from the Superwall dashboard. You can see which paywalls are converting well, and you can change your paywalls to make sure that you are making good enough purchases. So I hope that you like this video, and if you want to know more about Superwall, I'll drop the links in the description. Make sure you create an account and try Superwall, which in my opinion is a game-changing product because it kind of changes the way you handle your Android app subscriptions. So I hope you like this video. Thank you so much guys for watching this video, and I will see you next time.